Peekaboos! It sure has been a while since my last review, but I wanted to do a low-key showcase of one of my latest figures and maybe start a new series where I unbox a figure once or twice a month called Figure Feature Fridays to get back into the swing of things. So today we will be taking a look at the 1/8 scale figure of Yui Hirasawa from K-On! Even though she is the last girl in the line of 5th anniversary figures from Stronger, Yui is the girl that started it all. Well, in terms of getting her friends together to start a school band. So now is the perfect time for a review of this line, but more specifically, Yui. So here is Yui right out of the box. As we can see with the packaging, she has the white and red split design, and then on the inside we have an orange color with a star pattern. And if we come over here, we can see Yui in her blister packaging. The figure is prominently displayed in the middle with a guitar pick base, and then we have Gita over here and some extra pieces for different poses. So let's get her out and take a closer look. So first up we have her base, and on the front of it, it does say TV Animation 5th Anniversary K-On! And all of their bases look like a guitar pick, but they are just in different colors. So of course the one for Yui is this nice red cherry color. And then on the back I noticed that there was an embossed printing of the popular pattern that we can see throughout the series of the boxes with the instruments inside, which I think gives it a pretty cool but subtle effect. Next up we have the figure, of course. And upon first glance, she looks absolutely amazing. I love the different finishes she has, and also all of the shading. And overall, she looks and feels like a quality piece. Then of course, we can't forget Gita. And I love the different finishes on this as well. And it has actual strings for the guitar strings, which is always nice. I love it when figures do that with their instruments. And the strap here is bendable, movable. It's just sort of like a thick ribbon of plastic. And last but not least, we have a separate arm piece where you can put Yui into a different pose where she can be holding Gita instead. So now all that's left is to put her together. Once set up, Yui doesn't actually take up much space, standing or sitting in Yui's case, less than 4 inches tall. A blessing for many figure collectors, especially since she is only one figure in a set of 5 meant to be displayed together. And quite literally, seeing how all of their bases connect with an extra piece only included with Azunyoung. While they do look amazing together, don't fret if you can't afford them all. Yui, or your best girl, looks fabulous on their own. As I mentioned briefly earlier in the video, her sculpt and paint job are superb. I love not only the way her clothes are draped and wrinkled, but also how she goes from a matte finish to a glossy one on her shoes and guitar to give her depth and realism. But it's not just with how polished she looks that makes her a great figure to own and display. There are many details that are worth taking a second look at. Yui and the other girls have a more rock star persona with this line that brings out a more edgy style. With Yui in particular, she has an off-the-shoulder sweater with colorful button details that stand out but don't overpower her flowing plaid skirt or her fuchsia-colored foxtail. Besides her sassy pose and alternative style, another thing that makes this line fun is that she comes with an extra arm piece for a second pose where she's almost hugging Gita. I did find it a bit difficult to get this pose just right though, as her fingers would get stuck in the strings or a slight bit of paint rub would occur. Overall, this line of K-On! Figures from Stronger is one of the best. Not only does Yui stand out with carefully laid out details that make her look shelf-worthy, but her pose captures the spirit of an edgier Yui while also fitting in with the rest of the girls without completely obscuring them. If you are a fan of K-On!, then I highly recommend you pick up these figures if you haven't already. But that's all the time I have for you today. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, Peekabloos!